Hello, hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you being here again. Hey, H. Davis. Hello, beautiful. Hello, hello, nephew, and Juji. Hello. I'm losing my voice again. Hello, Sherry Lynn. Nice to see you here. Nice to see you here. Hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, good to see you here. Lady Q. Hello, Lady Q. Glad to see you. DJ. Hello, hello. Heather. Hello, hello. I feel bad now because I have Miss Ugly on my screen. I'm sorry. I had Miss Ugly on my screen. I don't feel bad about y'all calling me beautiful today. And you can't see me, so I shouldn't be calling her ugly. She really is not ugly. She really is not. I should not say that. Her what she's done has made her evil ugly. Has made her evil ugly. Hey, beautiful Miss Grace. Hello, hello, and Heather, everybody. Hello. I do hear her black eyes are going down a little bit. I just said over in Pascal's earlier, I got the tail end of it. I wonder how long it will take her eyes to go down now that she's been in jail. Evidently, I just heard that her eyes are going down a little bit. Huh. 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 Smiley says, huh. Anyway, I don't feel sorry for her. When y'all hear this, you'll see why Smiley don't feel sorry for her. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this stuff up if you've tried. If you tried to, honey, you can't make it up. Now, look, I say this every time and I jinx myself. We're not going to be on here long. Y'all should laugh at me every time I say that. Angel of Light, hello, honey. I promise today we're not going to be on here long. I will come back tonight, maybe, possibly. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. There's always something. There's always something to talk about with this case. Just when you think you ain't got it going on, oh, it shows up at your door. Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. I am telling you what, just when you think you can't make it up. So what I'm going to do, I don't know why I got my phone in my hand because I put it up here actually where you can see it. Lord, honey, if I can work it. Okay. Work it. Be Richard Simmons here. Let's see. Okay. So let's do this. This is full credit to the sun. Oh, let me put some music on. I'm trying to remember to do all that. Okay. Hold on. I'll try not to make it so loud. Okay. Hold on. I've turned it down. Hold on. Okay, I got the music on. Got this thingamadooge. Put y'all back up here where I can see you. I think I got everything. I want y'all to listen to this. And then I'm going to commentate. Okay? Because I got, we can use fair use as far as I got a lot to say. I got a lot I'm going to say to this one. I hadn't decided if I'm going to use it big or small, but nah, I think I might use it small because we're just going to listen to it. Just bear with me. All right, let's see. Is this it? I think this one's it. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Look at her. All right, we're going to break it down here, and then I'll bring her back up. Oh, wait a minute.
I will not give up on my baby, says Cabazon mother jailed on suspicion of murder. A subdued Rebecca Harrow sat hunched over in a 7th-floor inmate visiting area of the Robert Presley Detention Center in Riverside on Sunday morning and said she wished she were out searching for her missing 7-month-old son Emmanuel. I will not give up. I will not give up on my baby, Harrow said August 24th in a Jailhouse interview with a Southern California news group reporter, during which she maintained that Emmanuel was kidnapped. Law enforcement authorities believe the baby is dead and on Friday arrested Harrow and her husband Jake Harrow at their home in Cabazon on suspicion of murder. Harrow, 41, sat separated from a reporter by a glass window and communicated through a telephone hookup on Sunday. She wore a blue jail jumpsuit, her hair up in a bun as she was led away in handcuffs. Friday was now down to her shoulders. The once prominent bruise around her right eye has faded but was still noticeable. Harrow and her husband Jake, 32, were arrested 8 days after the baby's mother reported that Emmanuel had been stolen from her after a kidnapper knocked her out while she changed the baby's diaper outside a Big Five in Yucaipa. Though the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department says her story was a lie, she stuck by it on Sunday. Harrow shook her head side to side when asked about widely circulating rumors that days before she reported the kidnapping, she went to the Big Five, told employees that her car had been burglarized, and asked whether the business had surveillance cameras. The sheriff's department did not respond to questions about the claims. I want to be out looking for my baby, Harrow said, appearing to cry. The crying, the commitment to finding Emmanuel, and her account of the boy's disappearance, however, have all been called into question by investigators and the public. Over and over, people have noted Harrow's composed, tearless crying during media interviews. The Uvalde Foundation for Kids, which offered to help the Harrows hunt for Emmanuel on foot, withdrew its support when the parents stopped searching and failed to respond to subsequent reach-outs, and San Bernardino County Sheriff's investigators said unspecified inconsistencies in Harrow's statements raised their suspicions. Investigators searched the Harrows' home and seized electronics belonging to Jake. Harrow said Sunday that she married Jake Harrow in 2021, aware of his previous child cruelty case, and that their relationship has been wonderful. He treats her well, she said, and the same goes for her 16-year-old child, a stepchild to Jake, and the couple's 2-year-old daughter and Emmanuel. He's a good dad, Rebecca Harrow said. He would never hurt a baby. She said she retained an attorney but declined to provide that person's name. The Harrows have not been charged. A tentative court date of August 26 has been set. Jake Harrow, initially booked into the Riverside Jail, is now incarcerated at the Larry D. Smith Correctional Facility in Banning. Both are being held without the possibility of bail. As of Sunday morning, Emmanuel was still missing, said Mara Rodriguez, spokeswoman for the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department.
Thank you, Angel. Thank you, Angel of Light. I love you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate you, ma'am. Thank you. Chuchi, let me turn this music off here. I mean, are y'all hearing what she told in her interview? I am furious. I'm gonna leave that up a minute. I might want to play it again. Yeah, they're charged with malice murder. They are. This woman, I don't believe she's crazy. I believe she's crazy as a bed bug. I believe she's trying to. Listen, people. Listen, Lindas. I mean, what does she mean? I bet she does wish she could get out and search. This is her Jailhouse interview. Okay? I mean, Rebecca, let me just stop you right there, honey. You said in that interview saying You wanted to be out looking for your baby, Emmanuel. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You had that chance, and that's not going to work, is it, Dawn? Her acting like she cray-cray. That ain't going to work. Acting delusional now will not work. It very seldom works when they are cuckoo nuts for Cocoa Puffs. I'm sorry. But I bet she is telling the truth for once. I bet she does wish she was out searching for something. I don't think it's her baby. Yeah, I bet she does wish she was keeping her hubby happy at all costs. Look at them eyes. Do I feel sorry for him? Nah, sure don't. Sure don't. Looking for your baby, Emmanuel? No, ma'am. She had that chance, y'all. She had that chance. The world looked, volunteers looked, people behind the computers looked, everybody looked, strangers cried. But her? Her? From my understanding, she went on for months and months. Y'all seen that little thing I put out from just in the nick of time, Justin over there on TikTok? Well, I told y'all, it was already verified, honey. The stuff had already went back. All they could get was from July 28th. Well, now I'm going to put it out there to this. It was said it was possible that Emmanuel, that party I was talking about, I didn't put out what party, that goes all the way back to July 4th. So how about them apples? How about them apples? I'll just go ahead and say it now. It's possible it goes all the way back to July 4th. Let me go ahead and commentate on this. She says she wants to be out looking, yet when she was out, and when her lawyer, that little bitty person, well, he's a big person, but, in different places, but when that little wee man was up there giving Ashley Banfield those bull lies. Why is everybody surrounding these people fake and liars, in my opinion? They want to be looking for their kids. They can't. How are they going to look for their child with no car? But yet they're all over town like clowns, holding hands and all the things. Yeah, he's a wee little man. Wee. He needs a clown suit. Jesus. But they had their phones disconnected. All she had to do was sit in her house and hold that phone in her hand. She don't want to be she just wants to be out of jail. She don't want to be out looking for her son because she knows there was no kidnapping. This was all a hoax. The world knows it. God knows it. The devil knows it. Everybody knows it, no matter whose side they're on. In any other world, in any other crime, the police knows it. Drunk people know it. Sober people know it. Dope heads know it. They know it. They knew it from day one. Sorry. Then she wants to go on and say, has the nerve to say this got me the most. This got me the most. She wants to say, Jake was a good father who would never hurt a child. Are you freaking kidding me right now? Who does she think that's going to get her brownie points for? Really? Are you kidding me? That man already did hurt a child. He did hurt a child. He destroyed several childs with an S. Lady. He almost killed his own daughter, Promise. That beautiful little girl. She's now blind, brain damaged. Least we never forget. In a wheelchair, and now has to breathe through a trach. To even be able to breathe. Severe brain damage. He tried to kill her. I'm sorry if it's triggering. This is true crime. But it is what it is. Thank God for her cousin being the angel that she is and being as strong as she is and able to take on that lifelong responsibility and take care of little Promise. And this person, this evil person on my screen wants to say, after, I don't know if they did it together or he did it or she did it, but it's presumed that their two, the egg donor and sperm donor mixed together, their blood mixed together, baby, little 7-month-old Emmanuel's gone, no longer here, at their hands. And she has the nerve to say, he's a good father. He wouldn't hurt a child. She's defending him. That's a betrayal. That's a betrayal in every innocent breath Emmanuel ever was able to take on this earth while he was here, in my opinion. I'm going to say something y'all are not going to like. Some of y'all might even unsub for me, and that's okay. But I'm going to say it. Somebody might want to put up a trigger warning because this is when I get real. And this is when I get raw. For just 3 seconds. Or maybe, excuse me, maybe 2 minutes. I don't condone violence. I don't. But if I had something to say to Rebecca right now, because of this interview right here, I would tell her right now, Rebecca, you need your whole ass whipped for this interview right here. Again, I don't condone violence, but she needs her whole entire white ass whipped right here. And I understand why she kept getting these black eyes. I don't know who gave them to her. I don't condone it, but I understand it. sometimes you got to face the truth. She was not a victim, y'all. I'm sorry. She was not a victim. Emmanuel was a victim. Promise was a victim. If Promise lives to be 99 years old or 101 years old from the best care possible that she has now, it'll be at the hands of what her father, her blood sperm donor, did to her. And this woman is sitting here defending him to this day. She's in a whole lot of trouble. And she wants to sit here and defend him. And people want to sit there and defend her. That's y'all's business. That's y'all's business. But I'm not going to. She wants out of jail. I bet she does wish she could be out, but not searching for her son, in my opinion. This right here, this is the most heartbreaking, but also the most horrible, wildest thing I have ever come across or heard come out of a parent's mouth. Thank you, Raymond. Raymond always has good support, and Raymond's gave somebody a membership. Please thank him. Thank you, Raymond, so much. This story right here, man, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. It's disgusting. And everything that's going along with it as well. I'm mad, and the whole world should be mad. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to try to sugarcoat it. I'm just going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell you how I feel because that's my feelings. And I always said nobody should try to make anybody feel the way they don't want to. You can't control how somebody feels. You just can't. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about it. And it's not my job to. Because one day she'll have to answer for that. And so will he. I just hope it is through the justice system. There don't need to be no vigilantes out there. There don't need to be no heroes. Even though I said what I said a while ago, I meant what I said. But what they're doing as far as going on their property and all that kind of stuff, they're trampling on a crime scene. That stuff is wrong, okay? That's wrong. It's not the same. This whole case is insane. Okay? It's insane. Justice in this case, I think is going to be done. And it has to be done by the justice system and the jurors. We have to have faith in that. That's what everybody needs to understand. Everybody. Justice has to take precedence over this whole thing right here. Everything. I want to play this for those coming in again, especially in case they come in on the very, you know how some people are, in case they come in on what I said. Oh, let me take this down. Lord, honey, let me take, well, no, I got to keep it up. Hold on a minute. I got to keep it up. Lord, I was fixing to take it down out of the way. All right, let's play this again for those that didn't hear.
I will not give up on my baby, says Cabazon mother jailed on suspicion of murder. A subdued Rebecca Harrow sat hunched over in a seventh-floor inmate visiting area of the Robert Presley Detention Center in Riverside on Sunday morning and said she wished she were out searching for her missing 7-month-old son Emmanuel. I will not give up. I will not give up on my baby, Harrow said August 24 in a jailhouse interview with a Southern California news group reporter during which she maintained that Emmanuel was kidnapped. Law enforcement authorities believe the baby is dead and on Friday arrested Harrow and her husband Jake Harrow at their home in Cabazon on suspicion of murder. Harrow, 41, sat separated from a reporter by a glass window and communicated through a telephone hookup on Sunday. She wore a blue jail jumpsuit, her hair up in a bun as she was led away in handcuffs. Friday was now down to her shoulders. The once prominent bruise around her right eye has faded but was still noticeable. Harrow and her husband Jake, 32, were arrested 8 days after the baby's mother reported that Emmanuel had been stolen from her after a kidnapper knocked her out while she changed the baby's diaper outside a Big Five in Yucaipa. Though the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department says her story was a lie, she stuck by it on Sunday. Harrow shook her head side to side when asked about widely circulating rumors that days before she reported the kidnapping, she went to the Big Five, told employees that her car had been burglarized, and asked whether the business had surveillance cameras. The sheriff's department did not respond to questions about the claims. I want to be out looking for my baby, Harrow said, appearing to cry. The crying, the commitment to finding Emmanuel, and her account of the boy's disappearance, however, have all been called into question by investigators and the public. Over and over, people have noted Harrow's composed, tearless crying during media interviews. The Uvalde Foundation for Kids, which offered to help the Harrows hunt for Emmanuel on foot, withdrew its support when the parents stopped searching and failed to respond to subsequent reach-outs, and San Bernardino County Sheriff's investigators said unspecified inconsistencies in Harrow's statements raised their suspicions. Investigators searched the Harrows' home and seized electronics belonging to Jake. Harrow said Sunday that she married Jake Harrow in 2021, aware of his previous child cruelty case, and that their relationship has been wonderful. He treats her well, she said, and the same goes for her 16-year-old child, a stepchild to Jake, and the couple's 2-year-old daughter and Emmanuel. He's a good dad, Rebecca Harrow said. He would never hurt a baby. She said she retained an attorney but declined to provide that person's name. The Harrows have not been charged. A tentative court date of August 26 has been set. Jake Harrow, initially booked into the Riverside Jail, is now incarcerated at the Larry D. Smith Correctional Facility in Banning. Both are being held without the possibility of bail. As of Sunday morning, Emmanuel was still missing, said Mara Rodriguez, spokeswoman for the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department.
Okay. So that's what my little rant was over earlier. Sorry, y'all. I get like that sometimes. I do get a little bit like that sometimes, but credit the Sun for that. She did a jailhouse interview with the Sun. And so that's what I wanted to come here and was talking about. And they say eyes are going down a little. I was wondering how long that would take. It didn't take very long, did it? Didn't take very long. So you can't make this up. You really cannot make this up. Hey, Be Great 88 and everybody coming in. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. It is what it is, man. There's plenty to to, talk about, and plenty's coming out. I'm upset she lied, man. Um, oh my God, Angel of Light, thank you. Angel of Light gifted 5 Smiley memberships. My goodness, thank you, Angel of Light. If you got that, please thank her for that. Let's see here. Let me get this. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Lordy, lordy, lordy. I'm always behind time. Where is my stuff? I can't have C anymore. This computer's killing me. Thank you, girlie. Thank you. Cha-ching, 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 ching, ching. Somebody got those memberships. Thank you, Angel. What an angel. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support on that. Hey, Rhonda and everybody coming in. Look at that. Thank you. Thank you. Love you all. Thank you so much. Thank you. Y'all are all too kind. You're all too kind. Love you bunches. Love you bunches. I did post on my community post. I was telling y'all earlier what I was thinking about him being moved. And I come to the conclusion that I just think that they moved him. I just think that they moved him. There is a family member there. Sometimes they move. Okay, the other one's just not good. Bottom line is the other place, they don't really hold for long, I don't want to say long-term care now. I'm sounding like a hospital. He's in protective custody. A lot of times they have, they don't want him. I'm not saying he is. I don't want to put him affiliated with anybody or anything like that. Things like that they can move you for. They can move you just for being, what do you call that? An easier transportation. He's got court date coming up. It's just a lot of things I researched into. Y'all can go look at it on my community post and read it. I made a little poster out of it, so it's pretty simple. So it's pretty simple. I don't think it's nothing nefarious. And also, the other place is bigger, so they can handle, him in protective custody, and it's bigger. And, so he was sent over to Banning, so we know that. I just wanted to touch base on that so y'all can go over there and look on my community post if you want to. I post a lot of stuff on there daily. Sometimes I share things, and sometimes if I want to put it out but I don't get a chance to, or I forget to, or I decide not to, it's all over there. I mean, whether it's mine or I share it or I make it or whatever, it's there. So it is, it is what it is. And there's more I want to get into about her mom. There's more things. I'll probably come on tonight and do that. I actually wanted to do it last night. The shots, and I want to go down all that. I made some stuff because I don't think, again, nobody saw this baby. And see, she's sitting in jail telling on this interview this bull crap, and her mom's sitting there telling that the baby didn't get out of the car because it didn't have shots, and she didn't see her since March, and none of the timeline fits. Okay, it just don't work. None of it works, in my opinion. So I got all that too, and I posted all that. It is what it is. So anyway, I'm gonna cut it short. I promised y'all I would keep it short. Um, but basically, hey, Brat. Oh my God, it's good to see you, Brat. Hello, honey. I haven't seen you in so long. Thank you for being here. Oh my God, it's so good to see you. So anyway, y'all hit that thumbs up, and I'll try to come on late tonight, and we'll get some more information and some more things to talk about, and just keep on keeping on. That's all we can do. Just keep on keeping on, and hopefully soon. I don't know if they'll find baby Emmanuel, but hopefully soon they will find him. Um, they might do a press conference Tuesday. I don't know. I'm kind of hearing something about that, but we'll see. Again, I expect them to go in Tuesday, and I would not expect anything more than them pleading not guilty. I mean, that's what you can look for Tuesday, in my opinion. But the truth is, as much as I want to take action myself, I can't. None of us can. That's up to the good Lord above and the justice system, you know, and that, my friends, is the truth. And that's what everybody out here needs to understand. Just let justice take its course, because if it doesn't, one day Rebecca still has to answer to somebody. We all got to answer to a higher power somewhere, and in any court. And we all do, believe it or not. So thank you for all being here, keeping Emmanuel in your prayers. And until next time, um, until next time, I will see you out here in the streets, and that is YouTube streets. That is. So I will see y'all later. Thank you. Bye.